What's up, music fans of the internet? I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
And together we are last week's album, the only reviews with two different views. And in this episode, we're talking about the new album by Poliça called United Crushers and asking the question, did they crush it? Cheers, Derek, and everyone at home.
Cheers, Kevin, everyone at home.
Poliça are a Minneapolis, Minnesota-based synth R&B band. This is their third album, following up 2013's Shulamith, which we reviewed here at last week's album. And this new one, they actually recorded it in El Paso. They mixed it right here in Austin, Texas. And they claim that it was conceived as sort of modern protest music amidst some riots in their hometown of Minneapolis. So let's talk about what it sounds like. Derek, what do you think?
Kevin, I think United Crushers sounds like gloomy electro pop or, having a dance party in your ice fishing tent.
I think it sounds like Imogen Heap takes a redeye flight to future islands. Highlights, Derek, what did you like about the album?
Kevin, track-wise, I really liked Lime Habit, Someway, and Baby Sucks. Lime Habit, which was the lead single, had this rising among other synths, driving percussion, some tribal beats, and a little bit of piano. And there were some hazy synths and this tribal drum beat that kind of meshed together and reminded me a lot of Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight a little bit. Someway I liked because it was just upbeat, catchy vocal melody, percussion with hand claps, and lots of synths again. And lastly, I liked Baby Sucks because it had horns that added a jazz feel to this overall growing dance number. And lastly, I really kind of liked the lyrics.
I thought Someway was really jittery yet smooth. Wedding is a nice driving anthem. Top Coat is this dirty, low-down banger. And Fish on the Griddle, it's nice for its rackety groove. Derek, I agree. The lyrics, I think, here are great as always. She has this knack for conversational yet poetic at the same time. And I don't know how they do it, but it's great. And she mentioned that a lot of these tracks are written from different perspectives about observations of the lives going on around her. So I thought that was interesting to sort of put herself in those positions and write from that mindset. And what about Lowlights? Derek, was there anything you weren't digging?
Kevin, actually one low light for me, Fish on the Griddle. I wasn't really digging the smell, if you will. The lyrics just seem to describe this self-doubt, questioning one's friends. I just thought it was a little too heavy. I guess it was, to its credit, matched really well with these eerie, distant synths and tension-building percussion. I thought the bass guitar in here really did well to kind of carry in the transition. But on the whole, it just wasn't totally, working for me.
Track-wise, lately, I thought was a little too slow. Lose You was a little too repetitive for me. And the album, and as well as just a few tracks, I think could have been shorter and tighter.
I agree with you. Like Wedding, for example, that one just kind of at times seemed a little too much.
It's never fun to be at a wedding that you wish was already over.
Yeah.
So how about the big question on Poliça's dark electro United Crushers? Do they crush it? And how do you rate it, Derek?
Kevin, do they crush it? My answer is kind of tinged with the fact that I played golf today. And, on the tee box, they hit it really well. It looked like they crushed it, but, it kind of had some slice action to it. And, I think they're kind of in the rough here. Not looking like a great second shot, but maybe they can scramble to save par. Good things, the tracks overall well constructed. They're really good at layering in these different synths. And while at times maybe it was a little too excessive, I thought they did try to keep it stripped down as much as possible, or when overwhelming too often. Lyrics, again, I thought were really good. You could definitely feel that she was taking on different perspectives. So that being said, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 United Crushers.
I guess we'll agree and disagree on different things. Do they crush it? I think so. I think this album is definitely darker and more staccato than their previous work. There's something moodier about it. And as a result, it takes a little bit longer to get into. But once you're in it, it's hard to get out of the groove. So it's really nice in that way. I thought there was a little more vocal sampling here than before as well. It almost sounds like other voices, maybe here and there on a few tracks, which I thought was a fun new dimension. And, with the theme of the album, it makes sense that it's a little darker and maybe colder. So that fits right into the whole concept. And I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 as well. So a combined 6 out of 10 from Derek and myself. Definitely check out United Crushers from Poliça and let us know what you think about it. And don't forget to subscribe here on the YouTube channel or on the podcast. As always, I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
We'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.